Alright guys, Thefriskybiker here. I've decided to do a vlog in hike for a change. Don't want me to do them here. Mostly because I don't know where I'm going really, and there's not a lot of places I can go. But today, that was a bump. Today I want to talk to you. Sorry if I'm shouting like extra louder than usual. I've got custom molded earplugs in now, so everything's a lot quieter. And today I want to talk to you about negative people. I'm not sure exactly how to word this, which isn't really good considering this, wording things and talking about them is kind of what I do on the internet. Yeah, I just want to talk about negative people in your life. Like any friends or family members or anyone in general, to be honest, you know, just general people, like being negative. I had, and I say had because I'll get to this in a minute. I had a friend, which I met through someone else, and oh my, what the fuck? Got 18 miles an hour, pal. Yeah, so I had a friend. I met and we got on fine. You know, we was really good friends. There was a bit of homosexual bromance going on there, and it was all good. Just it's like, well, it wasn't perfect. Like, you know, not every friendship's perfect. You know, there's always little niggles going on. But so it was all good. Like most of the time, it was just every once in a while, this person would just be a massive bell end, basically. It's gonna put it bluntly, they've got a massive cock face, and you know, would have an argument about it, and then we'd talk for a while, and then obviously kiss and make up like later on. I mean, the arguments are basically mostly to do with him, really. He's just contradict himself. Like he'd say one thing, and then he'd do something, and then he'd be like whinging about it, and it's like, well, you said that, and he's like, you know, going back on himself. Like, for example, so I can give you an example as to what would happen. I'd buy something, and he's got a bike, right? So, you know, we always used to talk bike stuff and bike products and all that kind of stuff. That was one of the things we used to talk about a lot, along other things as well. But, like, for example, I don't know, I buy a set of indicators or something for me bike or whatever, and I'll tell him. I'll be like, oh yeah, I bought this the other day, they're really good, you know, like they're good indicators or whatever. You know, indicators aren't really fantastic, but it's just shit. It's shit excuse, not excuse, you know, it's a shit, fucking hell, I'm losing my words here. Just shit example, that's what I was looking for. But, you know, we'll just roll with it. So yeah, oh yeah, I got these indicators, they're really good, and you know, just telling you about them. You know, they're good, and then you'd be like, oh, well, how much did it cost? And I was like, oh, it costs like $1 million, you know, or whatever, you know. I'd be like, oh, it costs like $14.99 or something for the 4 indicators, and you'd be like, oh, well, that's quite expensive, you know. You could get some of these ones, and you know, they're this much, and I'd be like, yeah, but I didn't want them ones, I wanted these ones. And then he'd whinge about it, because he'd be like, oh, you're spending too much money on that bike, or like you got more money than sense or whatever, you know. Oh, I'm very glad I went down this way. What is that? Beauty. Oh yes, I like that a lot. Beautiful R6. Yeah, so he'd complain about it, and about the price and stuff, and he'd be like, oh, you're just bragging. You're just bragging to me about buying this because you've got all the money in that. And it's like, no, I'm not bragging to you about having all the money, because, you know, I don't have a ridiculous amount of money, to be honest. You know, I don't have crazy amounts of money. I wish I did, but I don't. And he'd just be like, oh, you're just bragging to me because... But he wasn't, right, this was the thing. He wasn't poor, right? He wasn't like skint all the time, but, you know, what he got paid, nearly all of it went out to bills, so he had more or less not a lot of spare spending money. So, oh, yeah, please don't reverse. So he didn't have a lot of spare spending money, so I think he just got a bit jealous, because I was able to use whatever spending money I had to buy stuff and he couldn't. Which is nothing to get jealous over, because, you know, there's plenty of people out there that have more spending money than I do and get to buy more things than me. But I don't get jealous of them, because, you know, that's just how it works, you know. There's always going to be someone with more money than you, so, you know, there's no point crying about it or getting jealous over it because you don't have as much money as them. So then next time I bought something, like, let's say I bought something from a camera, so, let's say, like, for example, the Ghost S, right? That was like 300 and something quid, I think. It was something ridiculous like that. So when I bought that, I didn't tell him that I bought it, because he just whinged at me because he'd be like, oh, you're just bragging me all the money and that. So I didn't tell him. So I bought the camera, didn't say anything to him, started using it, and then I got a text saying, oh, I see you bought a new camera, thanks for telling us. And I was like, you know, I was like, well, you complain when I tell you anyways, so I didn't tell you this time. You know, you just complain when I tell you that I bought new stuff, so I didn't bother telling you that I'd bought the camera, so that you didn't get annoyed. And he just got annoyed because I didn't tell him. And I was like, right, so you've got annoyed because I didn't tell you that I bought a camera. And, well, not a camera, like, you got annoyed because, oh yeah, I was right, actually, yeah. He got annoyed because I didn't tell him I'd bought the camera. But if I told him I'd bought the camera, he'd get annoyed anyways. And it's just like, well, what the fuck am I supposed to do here? You know what I mean? What am I supposed to do? You know, I can't win either way. If I tell you I've bought something, you'll just whinges and say I'm bragging. And if I don't tell you I bought something, you just whinges and say, oh, why didn't you tell me? And it's like, oh my god, really? So, you know, that was, that's an example of the kind of thing that this person done in contradicting himself. And, you know, apart from that, he'd just be a bit of an ass sometimes, and it's just like, why am I even trying with you, to be honest? You know, I'm getting nowhere. That's one example of the kind of stuff he'd do. And yeah, I mean, there's other things as well. You know, it wasn't just that. There was a couple other little things that he'd done. Move it away, because I'm gonna fucking run you over, pal. So, you know, that was one of the things, but he'd do other things as well, and it just pissed me off. You want out? I'll let you out. Go. I'm letting you out, pal. No bother. No bother. So, yeah, I just gave up with that. Like, I wasn't fucking about. I wasn't fucking about doing any of that shit. Like, I couldn't be bothered. You know, you're just being negative. Just being negative and that. And it was just annoying. just getting into arguments and complaining at each other, and it was just like, oh fuck this for a laugh. I'm not bothered with this anymore. So that was it. Like I just ended it. I was ended the bromance, ended the friendship. It was all gone. Had a massive argument, like a really good one. That was before we've stopped talking. I can't remember exactly what the last argument we got into was even about, but we ended up arguing about something. I was like, fuck this, I'm not bothering with this, like, I can't be fucking bothered, you know. I've got better things to do in my life than, I think that kid was wearing the coat I've got. Bear in mind, I'm not wearing that coat in a long time anyways. I'm even going up the right part of the street, I don't fucking know, we'll find out. But yeah, I was just, you know, I couldn't be bothered with him, you know, it's just being negative and putting me in a bad mood, I couldn't be fucking arsed. So yeah, that was the end of that, man. I wasn't hanging around doing that, like, you know. He was being negative all the time and it was just bringing my mood down, you know, it was putting me in a mood. And after a while of that, I just thought to myself, fuck this, you know. Why should I be friends with you if you're just being a fucking dick all the time, you know? And it's great, I'm glad I did it because I feel a lot better now. I don't have some idiot being an asshole all the time and putting me in a bad mood and complaining and whinging at me, so I'm happy. So it's all better now, like, you know, so you know, have a think about it. If you have anybody negative in your life, have a think about it, right? Why are they in your life if they're just being negative all the time? You know, maybe you should think about getting rid of them. I think this is just a housing estate. Oh fuck, yep, dead end. Can't get through there. Oop. Forgot to slip the clutch out when I revved it. Oopsies. I didn't go very far. So yeah, I mean, have a think about it. If there's someone negative being negative all the time in your life, why should they be in your life? They're just bringing you down. You're just getting in the mood with them. You know, you're just having to deal with all this shit. Why? Why should you? If you want to be happy, well, why the fuck aren't you being happy by yourself, you know? You don't need some dickhead being an asshole all the time. So, you know, why keep them there? But yeah, I think I'll cut that one, guys, because I'm going to leave hike now before I come into contact with some scooter chav or something. I don't want that. So, better get out here while I still can, while it's still safe. Anyways, guys, I'll catch you later. I hope I got my point across, you know, what I was meaning. You know, if anyone being negative in your life and it's bringing you down, just fucking get rid of them. That's kind of the point I'm trying to get across here. So yeah, just get rid of them. No point them being in your life if it's going to drag you down. You don't need negative people in your life.